I'm Rahma from Indonesia and welcome to Around the World, a trip through culture. And let's welcome Lamia from Egypt.
Assalamualaikum, Lamia.
Walaikum salam, Rahma. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Alhamdulillah. Oh, I want to practice Arabic with you. كيف حالك يا حبيبتي؟
أنا بخير يا عمري. أنت كيف حالك؟
ما شاء الله وأنا أيضا.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you again here. So Lamia, welcome to this program. And in this program, we're gonna exchange information about
our culture. But I think you will tell more since you're my guest today.
I'm really happy to be part of this program, and I can't wait to share whatever information I have about my country, and I hope I would, do justice also to my country.
Yeah.
But to start with, we will introduce ourselves by saying our name and one thing that we haven't told each other yet in our language.
Okay. In our language.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we're gonna guess what it means. Okay. So I will start.
Hai, namaku Rahma dan aku suka makan mie.
Can you guess what it means?
Oh my god, not even a bit. Can you show gestures? Can you try to act it?
My first one. Hi,
your name is Rahma.
Makan mie.
Okay, the second one, I don't know. The first one, your name is Rahma. Okay.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So,
Okay. You
what's the
have any clue when you me any clues?
you maybe try to act it like in your using hands or anything?
Aku suka makan mie.
I like cooking. I like eating.
I like eating what?
Sekame. I mean, noodles.
Yeah. Wow.
Yay.
You should know Indomie, right? There are so many.
Yeah. I
Right?
remember you taught me how to actually make Indomie the Indonesian way. It was so good. And it was my first time to know that the brand Indomie, it was my first time to know that originally it's from Indonesia. So that was amazing. I started telling every people you're eating Indomie, you know where is it coming from? You know where is it originally from?
Oh, I know how much you love Indomie. Okay, now it's your turn.
Okay. مرحبا أنا اسمي لميا وأنا أحب رياضة الغوص.
Okay, first you say your name. Merhaba, it means hi. My name is Lamia. And then you said Ana uhibbu, so I like. What did you say? Ana uhibbu riyadun.
الغوص.
Riyadun? I don't know. Maraf?
رياضة.
Driving? Running?
It's a kind of sport, so
Jogging?
it's a kind of
No. Diving? Swimming?
yay.
So diving. You love diving. Wow. I know that one. Wow. Surprising.
Anyway, Lamia. So today we're going to talk about mostly about your country, Egyptian culture. But if someone asks you, okay, let's say I ask you, what do you really want to tell to other people about your country? Like one or two things. What are they?
So if I'm going to tell people about my country, basically I will start, with the history, all the historical places and the cultures, and then I'm gonna talk about the lifestyle of people there right now. So yeah, these are like the two topics that pop into my head that I want to tell people more about, basically.
So I think you can share about history first. How is it?
Okay, so basically, wherever you go in Egypt, you'll find something like goes back to 5,000 years ago or something. Like for example, the pyramids. For instance, growing up as a child, we lived very close to the pyramids. That sometimes I used to see it from my own balcony at home. So that was, an amazing experience. Watching something this great and this huge. Just like you can see it whenever you open your windows, but right now, of course, I cannot see it because buildings are going higher and higher.
Okay.
But yeah, the pyramids are fascinating, and I remember every time I go to visit them, I discover something different. I see a different thing. It's just the kind of feeling you see when you actually are there. I can't even describe it in words. It's so magnificent. Like, you feel like, the greatness of the place, the whole spirit, the spiritual also experience is so different. And, watching it from, your home or, on TV is so different than being there actually. They're huge, really, really huge. You would be like, only half of one stone. This is how high. Like a human could just be half of a stone.
And
How many stones, by the way, do you know? Like,
I don't know about the number, but they're different because we have Khofu, Khafra, and Menkara. Khofu is the greatest one, and then Khafra, and then Menkara is the smallest one. These are like the three main pyramids, but there are other small pyramids also there, and there are some other pyramids in different cities as well. But these are like the most famous and popular ones. And I remember that of course it's not, and they were covered with gold. The tip of the pyramid, it was back in the days, it was covered with gold, but it was
gold.
during the wars and stuff like that, it was stolen. And also the Sphinx, we call it Abul Hol, it's like half a human and half a lion who's just sitting there.
We call it Sting, right?
Sphinx, yes.
Sting.
We call it Abul Hol.
Oh.
So yeah, it's so beautiful, and of course it doesn't have a nose right now. It happened during also the war. It's so beautiful, and also the kind of activities that people out there do, like riding camels, riding horses. It's always a fun trip to go and take your friends. Whenever I have international friends from any kind of place around the world, this is the first place that they want me to take them to, and they have so much fun there. That's the first thing. Second thing, I would say Luxor and Aswan, where you can find Abu Simbel, the architects and the places there. They're really, really amazing. I know that they were buried underneath the water of the Nile ages ago, and then until they rose up and they were changed from their original place. And also the kind of paintings on the walls, you can still see the colors, even though it's thousands of years ago. It's still you still can see the carving and the colors are vivid. It's just wonderful. It's really wonderful. And one of my other favorite places where we used to actually go and draw is the Egyptian Museum. You can find, collections from all over Egypt. You can find tombs. You can find real mummies. We actually went to the mummy's room and we saw the real mummies. You can still see their hair. And one of the women, she had, I don't know how to say this, henna, the mehendi one.
I know it. The henna, right? Like tattoo something, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So she's still, yes, exactly. She still had it on her hair and on her nails.
Wow.
It was completely preserved on this condition. You can see the teeth. So yeah, it was a wonderful experience. You feel like you're in front of a great culture, and it actually makes you value your country even more. So yeah, these are my favorite places.
Okay, it reminds me of this a film on Pharaoh, right? You know,
Yeah.
the most famous one. What about his mommy? Have you ever seen?
I haven't seen his mommy actually, but right now they opened a new section in the Egyptian Museum, which is Tutankhamun's mask. It was preserved there, and they opened up a new hall just for his belongings. The mask is beyond magnificent. It's
Mm.
completely made of gold. The colors, the structure is just so beautiful. You would actually stay there and stare at it for hours. I mean, it's just beautiful how these and his items, the hair comb and everything he used to use for wars and stuff like that. Everything is still preserved thousands of years, and is still there. It actually makes me feel like how the ancient Egyptians used to carefully actually put their all their efforts to making these things, and using the best products, and making them perfectly fine, so that it would stay over years and years and years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let me tell you a funny story.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, so basically in Alexandria,
Oh,
Alexander the Greatest,
yes.
it was told that he was buried there, but they haven't found his tomb yet.
Mm-hmm.
And one time in Alexandria, there was a building that they decided, to demolish this building and build a new one. So when
Okay.
they demolished this building, it was very old. The second building was affected by this, and it just collapsed. Okay,
Okay.
but nobody was hurt. Don't worry. But underneath this second building, actually, they discovered a tomb, a big tomb, black tomb, and they found some bodies in there, also preserved. And they're trying, to run DNA tests and also discover who these bodies belong to. And
Mm.
it was also it was really old. It was just it's still up till now. They're still discovering new things, new tombs, new
Yeah.
history. So yeah. Tell you also something funny. The papyrus paper that the ancient Egyptians used to make out of plants, out of papyrus, and used to write on. So right until now, we're still using it just to write down. It's just like a gift to someone, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a bunch of papyrus paper with the ancient Arabic alphabet, which is just paintings. They're not real
Yes.
letters. And I had them with me. I used to give them as presents to people.
Wow.
And guess what? One time I was on the subway in Boston.
Uh-huh.
I found a guy speaking with his friend, and in his hand there was a book about Egyptology, and he was discussing something about the Greatest Pyramid or something like that. And it happens to be that I had in my bag still papyrus with the ancient Egyptians writing on them. And all of a sudden I pulled one up and I told him that would be a good bookmark for your book. And it's a bookmark. Actually, he was astonished. He's like, what are the odds I would actually meet someone who's Egyptian and studying Egyptology?
By the way, I'm wondering about this one. So, the pyramid, it was built for tomb, right? But is it also a holy or a worship place for some people until now?
Uh, it was basically just for tombs. It was holy, of course, it was preserved with certain prayers that they used to pray at that time. But mainly it was a tomb. It was the main purpose was the royal tomb, if you would say. And you can still actually go inside the pyramid. They have certain places that you can have access to. But going there, I've never tried it before because the entrance down is so tight and narrow.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I'm claustrophobic, so I'm like, narrow tight places, no, but it's so beautiful. I have friends there and who actually went there. It is gorgeous. The paintings, the gold on the wall, it's just still there and it's preserved. Yeah, and so yeah, it was built for this purpose.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, I think it's enough talking about tombs. Let's go to lifestyle, as you said before. So, how is Egyptian lifestyle?
Okay, so the reason I chose to talk about these two topics is, like, something is in the old and something is in the present. For example, past and present. So right now, Egyptian lifestyle, I would describe it as very vibrant. People. I'm from Cairo, so it's the capital. People out there, they are very. They love outdoors. They love to actually create new. Games or things for people to have fun. I would say it's very vibrant city. It doesn't sleep at all. You can still stay at till 3 a.m. in the morning. Still crowded. Still people out there doing stuff. It's very vibrant city. And so I can talk also about parts of the lifestyle there, like weddings and food, for example. So marriages are usually in some cultures they're like several days, but in Egypt it's just one day. But before it's the henna day, of course. It's like just girls party.
So here, but not so, not in all of areas in Indonesia. Only in some areas.
Oh, honestly, I prefer the henna day more than the real wedding, because it's just a girls' party. We can just do whatever we want. First, we dance, we party, we draw henna. It's usually, we have a lot of fun. And the wedding is, yeah, as I said, it's like, it's in a hall or something, in a wedding venue, and the bride would wear white. A lot of famous Egyptian dishes. The most famous one is kushari, which is it's rice, macaroni, pasta, and lentils, and it's all mixed up together with like a red sauce. And some people prefer other sauces as well. It's very healthy and it's very vegetarian, so it's very.
Are there like so many vegetarian food in Egypt?
Yes, falafel.
Falafel, yeah. Falafel.
You can find it in every corner, and our falafel is a little bit different than the Shami falafel.
Mm-hmm.
Ours is more green from inside. We don't use hummus in it, but yeah, it's falafel is all over the Arab world. In every country you will find falafel is being made in a different way. But yeah, it's like the main breakfast item that you can have every Friday morning. Falafel and brown beans in the morning. It's like the tradition before Jummah prayer.
So falafel is for breakfast.
Yeah, it's a very breakfasty item.
I think for me it's just a snack.
Usually we have it for breakfast.
Yeah.
For breakfast, Indonesian breakfast is quite heavier here because like most of us have rice for all of our meals, like breakfast, lunch, and also dinner. We have rice. So falafel is just like a snack for me, or like side dish.
Another time that we eat falafel and fool a lot is during Ramadan, during suhoor time, because it's kinda the breakfast meal as well. So suhoor also like falafel on suhoor. So yeah, this is when we eat it. What else there? I would love to speak about. Like for example, also one part of the lifestyle. You really don't need to travel and go to another country just to see the beach or the water, because the best part about Egypt, like it's on the top, it's surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea. and then
Yes.
the Red Sea. So
Yes.
like you get to actually experience two different you know, so many different beaches, so many different activities to do in each one. In the Mediterranean, it's more for swimming. The water is so clear, you can see the sand. The sand is so white and pure. It
My
your
God.
foot when you're walking.
Mashallah.
It's so perfect. Yeah. So yeah, this is the Mediterranean, and the Red Sea area is known for like diving. People who
Mhm.
actually want to see sea life down there. You can swim with the dolphins. You can
You
go
can swim
diving.
there.
Yeah, and actually Dahab as well. There is a place there. It's very famous for diving. It's called the Blue Hole. So basically, it was created ages ago, and it's like if you can see it from up there, it's like you can see the sea level, and there's like a very deep hole in the water,
Mhm.
and you can people go diving there, and it was actually classified at the second best place around the world for diving. So
Wow,
it's
that's
so pretty.
awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
Oh,
basically it.
I've never thought Egypt is that beautiful, Lamia.
Oh my God,
All
beaches.
I
I
think,
mean,
all I
that's
think,
what I always think. Yeah,
all I think is about pyramids and
desert.
wood. Yeah, that's all.
This
Yeah,
is the
that's
thing.
beyond my knowledge.
When I was in the university in America, and I used to show my friends my pictures on the beach, and they were like, "Okay, this is in Egypt. It's so pretty. It's just like it is. I can't even describe it. All I was wishing for this summer before the Corona happens,
Mhm.
I planned a trip to Sharm el Sheikh to go diving and swim in the water and just enjoy life there. It is so pretty, and this is what I kind of miss the most right now.
Yeah, because you're not living there now, right? You must have missed it a lot.
And it's not the best thing about tourism in Egypt is not expensive at all. It
Oh
is
yeah,
so
I checked about it.
There are so many Indonesians there. They are studying at Al Azhar.
Oh, there are so many like I don't know, if you make a a neighborhood, it will be full of Indonesian.
It's true. We also have an area. It's called the Nasr City area.
Mhm.
One of these areas are like full of Indonesian. I've been there, and whenever you go during prayer time, especially, you can find only Indonesians. This is the Indonesian mosque.
So now you're asking, do I live in Indonesia or do
Yes,
I live in Egypt?
yes, it's true. But it's always great, to see other people from other cultures and countries, coming and visiting. It's always, a bless.
I know.
Amazing. I love your story and I love your sharing, and what I see is your culture is wonderful, Lamia, and I hope all of people who watch this can see also the beauty in your country and they understand more about your culture, and inshallah we hope that they can respect it more, right?
Inshallah. Yes, inshallah.
I'd like to say thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was really great chatting with you. I mean, I love talking with you on a personal level. So doing this with you, it was like, a piece of cake, and just being myself. And it was always great to talk to you. And I'm happy that I shared some information about Egypt with you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lamia. Thank you so much. Inshallah, I'll see you again next time. Probably, I don't know, talking about something
In
else.
Egypt.
Yeah, or probably you have your channel on YouTube and you can invite me and talking about.
Either ways, it's either you come to Egypt or I'll come to Indonesia, because I'm fascinated about Indonesia. You have no idea. And my husband and I were actually like planning definitely to go there for a visit, and yeah, it would be great.
Let me know when you come here, okay?
Inshallah.
Inshallah, I'm going to show you around. But yeah, I live
You're a
in
great tour
Western
guide.
part.
I remember. I remember when we went to Boston and you took us around. You are a professional tour guide, honestly. Seriously, you're amazing. You with your camera, with your stories, your history, you know, about everything. I still remember the story you told us about, you know, the gate.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to share about your culture, especially about ancient buildings or lifestyle in your country, don't forget to leave your thoughts or anything in the comment box. And thank you so much, Lamia. I'll see you inshallah next time, I don't know, and I'll see you too in the next video. See you, bye bye.